Hello, motherfucker. Welcome back to my mother channel. Today, we are going to be reacting to 20 Years Old or 20YO by Janet Jackson. Because, girl, we're in our Janet Jackson era, okay? Get with it. Last week, we did Damita Joe, Gaggery. Absolute gaggery. I love this era that Janet is in. And I love that we're in this era with her. So, gag. And we're going to continue on to the very end, okay? So before I start, please like and subscribe because we are in our Janet Jackson era. I want you guys to come back. And I'm trying to build a little community here, okay? So thank you. But let's get into this. Okay, the first song on here is called Intro 20. Okay.
There's something to be said for not saying anything. I've talked about racism, spousal abuse, empowering women. I've covered a lot in my 20 years. And I've uncovered a lot in my 20 years. But I want to keep it light. I don't want to be serious.
Okay, so now I was a little confused at why it was called 20 Years Old or whatever. It's her career. She's been in her career for 20 years at this point. And she was spilling, girl. She's talked about everything under the sun, from racism, like she said, to children, like she said, to all this beautiful stuff. And for the last two albums, I felt like she was just having fun. From All For You to this. If this is what it's going to give, we're about to have a good time, girl. I'm excited. I would like to know what is one song from this album that is your absolute favorite, that you absolutely gag at. Okay, I would love to know. Okay, but let's keep going. The next song is called So Excited featuring Kaya. Girl, okay. 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 Okay, that was a cute little gag, you know? What the f? I'm a little bit underwhelmed because I wanted Kaya to give me something. Okay, I was dogging for it, for her to give me something. I really wanted her to just go in on that beat, okay? It was cute. That was cute, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was cute. I love the little back and forth that they had going on. That's always a gag to me. I love that. Once again, Janet Jackson knows how to work with other people, okay? And this being a female rapper, I'm just, like, blown away. I need Janet. More female rap in Janet. Like, oh my god. So that dynamic was very interesting, okay? But the song itself, she's so excited to see you. It's just a lovey, fun song, okay? She's having fun with this album, okay? I'm not going to go too deep into meanings of songs, especially if it's just like this, having fun, okay? But that was a good starter song to this album. I'm really excited. Right now, okay, the last two albums were released in the early 2000s, and that's exactly the vibe I was getting from them. Like, I couldn't distinguish it from the 2000s, you feel me? Or it just felt like the 2000s, okay? This was the mid 2000s, like 2005, 2006. This was 2006. So it's giving me that 2006 feeling. I always go back to being in the back seat of my mom's car and her just putting on the radio. That's what that was giving me. Once again, so I'm having fun right now, okay? Let's keep going. The next song is called Show Me. I like this. Gag. She doesn't like to rush. Oh. Oh. That was really cute. And so far, that's my favorite song on this album. That melody was such a great, okay? Actions speak louder than words, okay? She wants you to show her. You're not listening when she says she likes it slow, okay? You're just not listening. You have to show her that you want it, that you want her, okay? I absolutely love it. I love this album so far. The atmosphere and everything is giving, okay? But let's keep going. The next song is called Get It Out Me. I don't understand that. Oh, let's just go. Oh, I love that. Okay, you know, for me, Janet Jackson is a motherfucking freak. Okay, she is a motherfucking freak. So for me, it's giving, no one else can make her, you know, go all the way besides you. This one person, okay? Nobody else can get it out of her. And it's not just about, you know, the way he does it. It's more about his swagger, the way that he talks to her, you know, just the embodiment of this person. I love that because in the last album she said she loves the air around you, the air around this person. I love the way she expresses love, okay, and how she talks about it and what she thinks love is. I love that so much. That was cute. Not to mention, this was an absolute banger. Banger! 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 I'm sorry. But I just, you know, I have to be so real. These mid-2000 vibes are really kicking in gear here, okay? And I'm feeling it, okay? Because at this point in my life, in 2006, I was more like, you know, just here for the... I was moving. I wasn't too aware, but I was aware. And it's really taken me back to that time. So let's keep going with these vibes, okay? Because the next song is called Do It To Me. Oh, the production? Girl. Who is this man? He keeps entering these songs. Oh. Ooh. Gag! Why does she keep gagging me with like these freaky love songs, okay? You know, and the thing is, it's not even like too freaky. It's just, she's a girl that knows what she wants. And she knows how to say and tell you how the fuck she wants it. So come and do it to her. Bitch. My thing is she knows how to say this stuff and do this stuff and, you know, knows what she wants and knows how to make it into a bop, an absolute banger. I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about bops and bangers, but I mean, that's what it is. So far, she was spilling. This album is very fun, okay? And compared to the last two albums, All For You and Damita Joe, this is just a lot more carefree, okay? Just a lot more just relaxed, but also fun. And the production is great, okay? We're gagging. Let's keep going. The next song is called This Body. Oh, if this isn't 2005, I don't know what is. Girl, I'm really just so fucking shook. She is very a confident woman, and you know, I would be too, girl, if I was dancing for 20 years, okay? Like a dancer, okay? Now, people, when they talk about performances and stuff, they always bring up Beyonce, okay? Not to take anything away from Beyonce because she is a great performer, but Janet Jackson is the performer, okay? Like, she is the performer. So her body is right, girlfriend. And she said, let me tell you something. I'm trying to warn you now. Once we start getting it on, you're not going to want to stop. This body of hers, my God, it's beautiful. I love the confidence. It really shines through. And, you know, people listening to this with body issues, you know, she's just for everybody, okay? There's little things here and there. You know, she wanted it to be fun, but I'm still taking notes throughout the whole album of just confidence, you know, showing off yourself, loving yourself. Absolutely obsessed with it. But girl, that production right there, oh my God, she always knows how to do it. Okay, she always knows how to set the scene of an album. But let's keep going. The next song is called 20 Part 2 Interlude. Oh. Ooh. Girl. I always keep saying throughout these albums, interludes are so very important, okay? Because it really connects the album through and through, and that's gonna go a long way with that consistency of an album, how well it sounds all the way through and good on the ear, just replay value overall. Right now it's giving that, okay? I am absolutely obsessed with the interludes. That was a little beautiful, just a little ear tingle, fucky wucky. I'm obsessed, okay? But let's keep going. The next song is called With You. Oh, take me. Mother. I love when she has songs like this that feel personal to her and to, you know, whoever she's singing it about, whether it is just for funsies, okay? It still feels personal. And I absolutely adore that so much because this is the person she wants to be with. What was that other song called that she was just giving me very personal? Do it to me or get it out of me. Um, this is what I'm talking about right here. This person is the one that she wants to spend all night or all day in his arms. Okay, she's a lover, and when she loves. Okay, that was really cute. And not only that, this is one of my favorite songs from this album because of the atmosphere it puts me in. Okay, it was giving me like Mariah Carey in the mid 2000s. You know, she had a really big era in that time, and I could really hear this song like on the radio. I feel it coming through the song that it could have been a huge fucking hit. That's what it was giving me. So she knows how to gag me. Okay, absolutely. But let's keep going. The next song is called Call on Me featuring Nelly. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Go. Oh my god, they are good. This is good. The back and forth is. Mm. When I tell you Janet Jackson knows how to make a featured song just pop and sparkle. On the last album, it was My Baby featuring Kanye West. That was one of my favorites and still, right now, is still one of my favorite songs. This is just like that, okay? They just don't make songs like this no more where a boy and a girl come together and just make an absolute gaggery. The last time I gave an example of Sierra and Bow Wow and Usher and Alicia Keys. They just don't make songs like that no more, and it's unfortunate because that was about. Nelly also knows how to gag a feature, okay, especially in the 2000s. So that was everything I needed. That was beautiful. That was also one of my favorite songs so far because of the dynamicy, them going back and forth with each other, just the production overall of the song. That was beautiful. It was beautiful. But let's keep going because the next song is called 20 Part 3 Interlude. Ooh, I love that.
That's like good times days.
Remember you were doing Penny. That's when you were cute, remember?
Okay, so she's just in the studio just having fun. Like she said at the beginning of this album in the first 20 interludes. So it's just it's giving throughout this whole album. It's giving. And I love that. Once again, interludes are important, but let's keep going because the next song is called Daybreak. The production, girly, I'm obsessed. Okay. Before daybreak. Okay, now I need to ask a few questions about that song in particular. Was she cheating? Is she like sneaking out of bed with the lover? Or is she just trying to make it so nobody else knows? Okay, like it's just a little fling between these two single people. There's nothing. I mean, there is something wrong with cheating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say that there's not. But there's nothing wrong if you feel like in your relationship that it's just like not working. Break up with that person first of all, and then go do you. Okay, but you know she just made it sound fun. Okay. Like she really just did. But once again, I'm not gonna go too deep into these songs because it's just fun. Like I said, it sounded fun. She's having fun. Okay. The melodies are really fucking sticking out to me on this album. It's giving me All For You. Those melodies are some of my favorite Janet Jackson melodies. These right here are also giving me good time. Okay? Before daybreak. It's just a guy. I don't know. It's just a guy. But let's keep going. The next song is called Enjoy. Okay. See, this bitch. What the hell? The vocals. I am absolutely obsessed with that song. I can tell that I will listen to that song for years after this. This is definitely one of my favorite songs from this album. Some people might look at it as like cringy, you know, listening to music that's supposed to make you feel good, you know, like, or just give you an optimistic outlook on life. And I don't think that's cringy at all. You know, sometimes you have bad days. For an example, sometimes I have bad days. And I love to put on music just like that. That make you remember the little things. Enjoy people smiling. Enjoy the people around you. Enjoy making love. Okay? Just enjoy everything. Because you never know when it's going to come to an end, first of all. But also, you feel better in your head when you think like this. Okay? So, I absolutely love that song. Are you one of those people that like to make fun of people because they like to hear music that makes them put them in a better mood? Let me know. I want to know. But let's keep going. The next song is called 20 Part 4 Interlude. Ooh.
I miss you.
Okay, that was cute as shit, you know? I am... I'm just gonna keep saying it. I am obsessed with interludes, okay? Especially ones like that, okay? That are more musically driven. You know, the rain sounds in the back, the dialing of the phone, and just her soft but also like assertive vocals. I miss you. Oh my god. It puts me in a scene of her just laying in bed, with the window open, but there's no rain getting in, you know, but it's raining, like thundering outside, and it's like dark in her room, but she has like pink lights and shit, and she's just calling her man, when are you gonna be home, I miss you. It really puts you in an atmosphere, a vibe, and I love it. That's why interludes are so important, because it adds to the atmosphere of the album. But let's keep going. The next song is called Take Care. Ooh. Mother. Oh my god. Feels good when it hurts. Freaky. take us out. Oh, God. Okay, coming from that interlude with the rain and just the thunderstorm sounds to that, and the picture that I kind of like described of her just laying in the bed and there's like pink and purple lights, the thunderstorms going. That's exactly where that song led me to, okay? And it fits just so well with this album. You know, she cannot stray away from the R&B sound. You know, she likes doing these like hip hoppy, like poppy kind of music. And then, but when she gets in that R&B bag, that's when I'm just like, hold on, girl, this is good as like, you know, she needs you to take care of her. Only wants you to do this, okay? And I'm just obsessed with the whole thought process behind that song. It's very freaky. I love when she gets freaky. Oh my God. But once again, it's just fun. It's just a fun album, okay? But let's keep going. The next song is called Love to Love. Oh. Oh. This is a banger. Oh. These vocals are so good. Fantasy, but it's more than just a dream. Love to love you. I can't wait to hear that right there is my favorite song from this album. I think I've come to the conclusion that I enjoy a lot more Janet Jackson's R&B side. I do, and I am obsessed with the All For You vibe, but there's just something about her and these R&B like slowed down instrumentals, girl. It's just so good, so sensual, and just lays out a whole story for you. She's such a mother. I need one more Janet Jackson R&B album before this is all over. Okay, I really do. She loves to love. I already said this in this video. I'm pretty sure she is a lover. Okay, she is a romantic, and she loves to love. She loves to make love. She loves to just be happy. You know, all this is just going together so perfectly for the continuity of this album. I'm obsessed. Like, honestly, how could you not be? You know, it's giving so hard. But let's keep going. The last song is called Outro 20 Part 5. Let's go. Gag.
It's 10 to 6. You've got to go because I've got to go.
Oh, now she's throwing me out. Now she had her little
Period.
We have some lovely parting gifts for you, Lynette. Thanks for coming down.
Okay, I would like to know who Lynette is, because she was there throughout most of these interludes, you know, the intro, the outro. She was there throughout them. So who is Lynette? Is that like her bestie? Because she said they met in 78, and that's cute, you know, like lifelong besties. Love that. And I think that was a really good outro for this album. I love albums that have like interludes as an outro, you know, just a short little, doesn't have to be big, little thing that just sends you off with a hug and a kiss, okay? And that's exactly what that was. absolute gaggery. Have to give it up once again for Miss Janet Jackson. Give it up, guys. But now it's time to get into my overall review, my top 5, and my rating of this album. So my overall review for this, my final little thoughts would just be, it is an absolute fun album. She said that at the very beginning, and it really stuck throughout the whole album. I don't like when people will give you an atmosphere at the very beginning of the album, and it'll keep going, and then it'll just lose its pace, okay? I don't like that. This album was absolutely that through and through. All the way through. It was just very fun and replayable. 2006 was a year of good music, but a lot of forgettable music. This album is not forgettable whatsoever, and it can get lost in the time, and just in general, just lost in time. But I think that it really sticks out from that era of music. Janet is just really good. I keep saying this. She's really good with adapting to new sounds and just new eras and stuff. And it just shines here. Absolutely. And I love that it was like a 20-year celebration of her. Absolutely. And for her to just give us this fun project in her 20th year of making music, it just says so much, She didn't feel the need to go deep in depth into music and do all the things that people probably wanted, but she wanted to do what she wanted to do, and I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. This was a beautiful album, no cap. Okay, now it's time to get into my rating of this album. I get my ratings from these 5 categories: vocals, production, consistency, writing, and the album cover itself. The first category is vocals. The vocals on this album here, really, it wasn't too much, like she said, she was just having fun. She wasn't trying to go too deep into it, So I'm gonna give these vocals an 8. Okay, there were some standout vocals on some of these tracks here, but there was nothing like gaggery, like super gaggery. But her voice always does sound good to me. Okay, she doesn't have to be a vocalist. But she can be. Sometimes she can be, and she does pull that out. And that's really where that R&B play and comes into play, and I need more of that, okay? But an 8 is very solid, okay? The next category is production. Every single album from Janet, so far, has been a gag when it comes to that production. Just once again, I keep saying this, the atmosphere of music. Okay, it needs to sound good. It needs to sound solid for it to be a solid album. And this is no exception whatsoever. I'm going to give this production a 10. I think it sounds amazing because, in my opinion, the 2000s era of music is sort of underrated. People talk about it, but I need it to come back on a rise. There is like a Y2K rise going on right now, but I need it to come back, okay? Because this was an absolute 10, and it really captures that era really well, okay? And I love that. I miss it a lot. The next category is consistency. How well this album transitioned into itself from start to finish. 10. Girl, I said it last time with Damita Joe. The interludes really do it for me, okay? Like, they really flow so well together with Janet, okay? She really knows how to do it, and I just think that this album has such good replay value, and that comes back to that production. It just sounds good overall, Okay, the next category is writing. The writing on this album, once again, we can go back to the vocals, okay? She wasn't taking it serious. She wasn't trying to be too deep, okay? And I know Janet has some deep writing because literally at the beginning of this album, she said she's talked about racism and violence and against women and kids and all this other stuff. So she does get deep, and I know she does because I've been through it all with Janet, okay? But this right here was just for fun. And I'm going to give it a 7.5, okay? Because it was just fun It was just here, and there was nothing bad about it, so I can't really like shit on it, and I'm not going to. So a 7.5 feels pretty solid to me with the writing. Okay, now we're getting to the album cover, girl. I think that this might be one of her best album covers overall. The hair, girlfriend. I love when brown people, well, black people, whatever, use like the color brown with them, It really makes them stand out and like shine and sparkle. And she really knows how to do it. Like, literally, she knows how to do everything, okay? For real. I look at this album cover and it just gives me the song Enjoy from this album. Her smile is so big and just beautiful. She is really stunning. And this feels like an album cover that came out in the mid 2000s. So with that being said, I'm going to give this album cover a 9.5 out of 10. So if you add up all the categories that I just named and divide them by 5, you get a total score of 9. This is an absolute perfect score for me. A 10 would be 10s across the boards, okay? And I don't think that this album deserves anywhere under a 9. So if it was a 9, I would have to go back and fix my rating because, girl, this feels perfect for me. This is a good-ass album. I would like to know your guys' thoughts on my rating, and I would like to know if you guys rated this album. Okay, my top 5 from Janet Jackson's 20 Years Old is Love to Love, Enjoy, Call on Me, With You, and Show Me. Those are my top 5 from this album. I would love to know your guys' top 5 from this album. Oh, there's, that mine was in no particular order. So I would like to know if you guys have a particular order. There's no bad top 5 with this album. I think a lot of the songs here are gaggery, okay? This is a great album. And next week, we're going to the Unbreakable era. I cannot wait for that. Absolutely. It's going to be fun. It's going to be beautiful. I cannot wait. 2015. Oh, it was like a 9-year difference. So that's going to be interesting to see where she took us in that time. That'll be beautiful. So make sure you come back next week for that. Make sure you like and subscribe. And let me know your guys' thoughts. If you have anything to add, I would love to know. Start a discourse in these comments, girl. I love the lore of artists, okay? I just love it. I love background knowledge of artists. What is a fact that you know about an artist that you have to tell me? And I want to know. Please tell me right now. Please. But I guess that's it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Like I said, come back next week. And I guess that's it. Bye, motherfuckers.